Thanks, Ryan. Free laundry for those in need in Chisholm, and cleanup is available for Biwabik residents this week. All that and more as we take you around the Northland, city by city. We start in Duluth with an event to get writers ready for November. November is celebrated as National Novel Writing Month. Tomorrow, the Duluth Public Library, in partnership with Lake Superior Writers, is hosting a local author who used National Novel Writing Month to get her own work done and published. The event will be held at the main library from 6 to 7:30 p.m. Come November, there will be several more events to help aspiring authors, including speaker events and writing workshops. We'll have those details on our website. Next, we head to Chisholm with an event to help those in need. Chisholm Laundry is hosting their second Laundry Love Night tomorrow. From 7 to 9 p.m., low to no income families are welcome to do laundry for free. Soap and dryer sheets will be provided as needed. There's a 1-basket limit per person or 3 per family. And we wrap up in Biwabik for a fall cleanup opportunity. Residents will be provided free cleanup services this week. The city will be out collecting materials starting tomorrow at 7 a.m. Cleanup will continue through Friday. Accepted items include tires, brush, appliances, and couches. Items that are not allowed include things like TVs, mattresses, or paint. They ask that you keep materials in sorted piles and not just one big mess. They also have the right to deny any pickups. And as always, if there's something going on in your neighborhood you think we should know about, send us an email to citybycity@northernnewsnow.com and it might be featured as we take you around the Northland, city by city.